Hey guys, this is Victor Cazzetto from Vitagenics, the Wise Traditions Nutritionist. And today I want to talk to you about bugs by the numbers, the body's many microbes, critical to survival. So, just by the numbers, to give you an idea of how important they are, the microbes in your body, this bacteria, fungi, viruses, etc., they outnumber your human cells 10 to 1. Okay? It's a huge amount, maybe 100 trillion cells or more. It's a lot. These are big numbers we're talking about. There could be 5,000 different strains, anywhere from 500 to 1,000 different to 1,000 different species, maybe even more. The average human gut may have somewhere between 200 and 400 in modern times. It depends where you live. A really healthy gut biome actually has a lot more diversity. So the greater the diversity, the better your health. And the microbes in our body total anywhere from a couple of pounds up to about 5 or 6 pounds. And of course, it varies again by individual, etc. So those are the numbers, right? And we cannot live without microbes. We are absolutely dependent on them for so many things. And there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, being human means you have microbes. You can't live without them. 95% of our biological functions incorporate bacterial DNA. That's a staggering number. That's what we know so far. That's what the current science is telling us. The bacteria, they produce 95% of our serotonin, which is important for sleeping and waking up in a nice rested state. Of course, they produce so many other things, and they produce RNA, which can actually turn our genes on and off and even alter them. The impact is huge. And last but not least, and not really finally, they produce many kinds of enzymes to help us digest various foods. And they produce a lot of other things that are essential for living. So we can't live without our microbes, and they are everywhere in our body. So now you hear a lot about the gut biome or the gut microbiota. It was more common to call it gut flora, but now the microbiome is probably the most trendy word. And that gets a lot of press, but that's not the only place where the microbes reside, okay? We have an eye microbiome, and we have a skin microbiome, and we have a hair microbiome. There are all of these different microbes living in the hair cells, the hair follicles. And we even have our genitalia, and men and women are different. We have these genital microbiomes. And then in our blood, there are always some bacteria, viruses, etc., floating around in our blood. And there are more and more of these sub ecosystems that are being studied. And again, it depends on individuals, it depends on where you live, etc. But basically, the microbes are everywhere, and they are very important. They are essential for your health. So now that we know that, how do we help these numbers? How do we keep good numbers? How do we keep a diverse, productive microbiome? And of course, one of the big things I always talk about is kefir, which is great. All your fermented foods, eat a lot of fermented food, get a variety, your sauerkraut and other fermented vegetables and such, your yogurt. There's so many things. These are really important for your health. Then get outside. I had a video on forest bathing. You get out there, you're actually getting microbes from nature, from the trees, the bushes, etc. There are all these good things floating around when you're in a green area. And then finally, be around people, if you have pets, animals, all right, they're great. We actually share our microbiomes with the people that we have physical contact with. Intimacy is important. It doesn't just feel good, but it's really important to be physically close to people and with other animals. So these are just a few of the ways that you can help to maintain and develop a healthy biome. So that's it. I just wanted to give you the numbers and impress upon you how important the microbes are in your life. And this is one of the aspects of being human, right? So that's bugs by the numbers. And I hope you found this interesting. I hope it motivates you to eat a healthy diet, the fermented foods, get into the forest, etc. do things to help you be healthy. Thanks again for watching. I hope you subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.